told your stupid ass, nigga.
Yeah,
I told you not to
first
do that
time I
shit.
got arrested,
But
bro.
That was one time with Trevor. Walk these streets. 2 in the morning, we go walking and get a swisher to the hood. The hood is spot in West Oakland. Nobody give a fuck because we from West Oakland.
Oh,
it's me, Trevor, and CJ. All right, we walk into the store. I go in the store. Trevor's standing outside. CJ stayed outside with Trevor for a second. Then he came in the store. And he said, man, bro, out there tripping, bro. We in the store. Buy the drink. Buy some blacks. Walk out the store. So I got my bag in my hand and I'm unwrapping my black to light my black. And when I come out the store, the nigga got a pistol on the nigga. And then I'm standing right there.
Right when you walk out?
And the nigga say,
just like GTA, the mission?
I walked into it. We literally walked into it. The pistol in there. And then we was right there, and then I just was like in the middle, and I just threw my hands up like this. Dude was like, "Hey, he with y'all?"
Yeah, I don't know that nigga.
Hey, I start 2 times in my life. Somebody asked me. That was one of that motherfucker asked me that, and I always stay solid. Cause if I'm with you, I'm with you. I always stay solid. Both times in my mind, I was like, "Fuck," and then I just thought, and then I was like, "Yeah, nigga." In the first place,
I don't fuck with niggas like that. Hey, if I fuck with you,
but I didn't know him like that.
You were learning it. You were learning
time,
this,
I'm learning it. See, that's West Oakland term. That's when you say TAS, you know somebody from Oakland or West Oakland. TAS not regular police. They ride around like this. If you see a tourist in your hood and the door is open, you see them holding the passenger side, they call them jump out boys. Cause that means as soon as they stop the door, they finna jump out. TAS is only looking for major shit. TAS is only looking for drugs, guns, and gangs. That's all they looking for. Drugs, guns, and gangs. So they pulled us and we sitting in the back. And they just sitting there with light on us. Next thing I know, they come out with their pistols out. What the fuck? We got our hands up. We got our hands up. Had me handcuffed on the side of the motherfucking sidewalk while these motherfuckers, all 3 of these motherfuckers is just goof troop, man. Yeah. For real.
They can tell, they're like, we still don't like you, but
and then
there's like a tiny,
hey,
no,
man,
probably not, because you guys are smoking shit.
Welcome to BurnIt. I was like, hey man, I keep getting pistols pulled on me. And especially by the police. I said, but I keep getting pistols pulled on me. And I was like, I don't understand. And then what I start analyzing is each time I have different people around me that this happens. The only thing that's in common with each incident is I'm with Trevor. He the only person that's consistent in every story.
It was a ping, bro.
And then when I'm not around him, I don't get pistols pulled on me. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
True statements.
True shit. Man, like, hey, one time, like, West Oakland, because West Oakland is so much that come at you so fast, so everything moves.
There's just so much stuff going around.
Moves. There's so much stuff going around.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's what, like, bad example, but like San Francisco, probably not as much.
Bay Area, same thing. Bay Area, it's a Bay Area.
Oh yeah, aren't they like?
It's a Bay Area thing. Like, give you an example.
Because everything's coming in. That's just how it is.
Out here, we sitting right here.
Everything came.
Yep.
Now it's here. You know. More or less.
Out here in Lodi, we sitting right here right now, and we've been talking and chilling right now, and this entire time, we ain't really made no money, and we don't have the prospect of making no money right now. Ain't no females. We don't have the prospect of coming up on nothing. In Oakland, it's like
opportunity.
Opportunity is increased tenfold.
Because there's so many more people.
Like literally, we could be sitting here talking, and then it's money just come to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My cousin called me. I was asleep. 3 in the morning one time. 2:30.
You're like,
3 in the morning. I was asleep. My cousin Brandon called me. Said, "Hey man, I got this 2 girls right now. They say they need to make some money because their boyfriend in jail, and I don't know what to do." And I was like, "Man, get out of here." First, I was like, "Man, get out of here."
You're like, "Oh, what?"
I said, "Man, go get your room and fuck them bitches. That's what you do." That's what I said.
The prime call.
And then he was like, "Nah, man, I'm in her car right now, and they really trying to make some money." And I said, "What?" I said, "Man, and I ain't no pimp. I ain't never did no pimp shit, none of that.
No gator."
So I mean, well, you know,
like that one.
You know what I'm saying? You can't stop what's in your blood, though. You can cover it up for a limited amount of time, but eventually that shit come to the surface. So I told him, I said, "Where you at?" He said, "I'm not far from your house. Come through." All right. When he gets there, he has a fake. He's sitting there in her car with those toy guns, the plastic black toy guns, look like a mini Uzi or some stupid shit, or SRG or something. SMG look like a SMG. Yeah. He got that. He took the red tip off. He got that laying in his lap. I was like, bro, I took that shit from you, because I already knew. I took it, bro. If you don't get that shit out of me, you get a song. And then
that's hella funny, bro.
What unfolds now is true story. This could be a movie, man. I could write a book off of what happens after this. So after this, I say, so
Fourth time?
Huh?
Fourth time?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No pistol. This is just some real pimp shit.
Oh yeah.
I was about 20. I was about
Stoned.
25. My cousin Brandon, he was like 19, 20. He wasn't even 21. He couldn't buy alcohol. All right, so we in her car, her and her friend. They said their boyfriend in jail. They need to make some money. For sure. So I said, so what y'all trying to do to make some money? I said, I mean, what you trying to do? You trying to rob a store?
Yeah, of course.
What you want to do?
You got to be more descriptive.
Yeah, I said, what you want to do?
I can help you, but I need details.
It's a whole lot of ways to make money.
Some
I
people
said,
just fucking don't know.
what I'm saying? Right now, it's a whole lot of ways to make money. It's 3:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
You got money? You need money?
I turned into this pimp that I never knew I was. Flawless. So
like
I'm
Butters?
Yeah, man. Like Upgrade. With 2 G's. for a double dose of this pimping. But anyway,
Upgrade
with 2 D's.
It took me a second.
Yeah. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah. So anyway,
they were like, you're like,
they was pretty two black girls. They wasn't bad. One of them, she had fake titties and fake ass. You could tell. She like your ankles and legs don't match your titties and ass. Yeah. You look. She was shaped a little funny. You know what I'm saying? But she was cute and she had titties and ass. Okay.
And she was
The other one, she was bigger than her, but she wasn't big. She was kind of thick, but she was shaped a little funny too, and she was a little dark skinned. The other one was kind of a little light skinned. So I'm like, so what you want to do? So they was like, I don't know. They said we out there trying to get some dates, but we don't want to do it by ourselves. We just need somebody to kind of watch us. And I was like, oh, well, that costs. Yeah, that's the first thing I said.
Genius.
Like, I said, well, that costs. That's expensive. I mean,
just, everybody.
I said, you trying to make your
job requires payment.
Yeah, I said, y'all trying to make y'all money. I said, but at the same time, you're incurring expenses. So you gotta think about that too.
Indeed.
And she said, well, what y'all trying to? What you trying to do? No, she was like, so like
that's crazy.
Basically, like money wise, what you trying to do? And
they're trying to. She wanted you to give her the plan.
Yeah, I said, hey, well, me, I want all of it. That's how I go.
Yeah, if you're asking me,
I want all of it. I said, but
you're nice and you're asking.
I said, but I understand you trying to go to a goal. This is not your lifestyle. This is just something you trying to dip into to try to make you a few dollars.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm not an asshole, so she's kind of lucky, I guess, right?
I said, but yeah, if she had ran into a real pimp, he'd have had her. I wasn't a real pimp.
Yeah,
I was just going off shit.
That's
Superfly. I was just going off TV and shit. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I was just going off what I heard motherfuckers at the liquor store say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what none of this shit mean. It's just making sense to me though. A lot of it. That's what I say about pimp. A lot of what a pimp say is it's not no trickery or it's not nothing made up. It just makes sense according to what this bitch saying. So if you listen to what the bitch is saying, it just makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most pimps don't go kidnap no woman. Most pimps. Don't sex traffic.
Yeah.
Most pimps don't go and meet a girl and pretend he's work every day and everything. Then all of a sudden I'm a pimp.
Yeah.
Most pimps walk up to a woman and tell her, I'm a motherfucking pimp.
Like Slickback.
Man. Most hoes, most women that are employed in prostitution are employed willingly.
Yeah.
They
especially now.
I don't take away from
OnlyFans,
sex trafficking and the
been
people that is unwilling participant, but I want to. people to understand, since ancient times, there's always been prostitutes. There's prostitutes mentioned in the Bible. There's prostitutes mentioned in history.
All
You
the
know what I'm
presidents, all the fucking founding fathers were gangsters.
Remember, in the Wild Wild West, the mayor,
I
the
bet you
sheriff,
George
and
Washington
everybody,
got down, bro.
the whole house was above the bar, the saloon, and the mayor, the sheriff, and the
They
marshals,
had
and
all the
everybody,
best shit.
they kicked it at the whole house.
Yeah.
There always been prostitutes.
They're like, I'm not. Of course, I wouldn't have that fucking. In the movie, bro, he was like talking to him hella fucking straight up, and then he never went inside, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you can't come inside," and I was like, "Damn, that's good writing, bro." 'Cause I was like, "Woo!"
As long as you have women
You know what I mean?
that have no limits to what they're
Yeah.
are willing to do to get what they want, you'll always have prostitutes.
Yeah.
Period. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with morals. I'm not preaching none of that. What I'm saying is, as long as you have people that are willing to do whatever to get what they want, you'll always have prostitutes.
It depends on who they run into and who you're willing to work with.
Yeah.
Like all these people on YouTube and shit, they live like double lives because like they get, you know, like you make hella money, you make hella money, and then it changes because then you have the power and money and shit. So like once these YouTubers are like, they come up from nothing because they just fucking randomly get, or they move to fucking LA, and then they start doing shit that other people like, blah blah blah, big, you know what I mean? And then they start getting hella money, like that's when it gets real and you don't even know. And what you said pretty much, but in like it translates over to everything. Is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Like every app is. I understand this. Every social media app that's created, it always end up with bitches showing their ass on it somehow.
Of course.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Thumbnail.
saying?
This guy was asking
That's
me.
what it turns in TikTok.
Oh, man.
TikTok is for the fucking kids, and it's turned into fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. Exactly.
So as long as you, again, like I say, and that goes hand in hand, because long as you have men who are willing to do anything
Yeah.
to get some pussy, you'll always have prostitution. So it's a hand in hand thing. It ain't just women, it's men too, because you got to have men willing to pay. That's why I think sex trafficking is so big.
And some people
They don't
like,
just kidnap people and take them and make them prostitute and they don't make no money. Then that would be stupid. It wouldn't make no sense.
they take the regular chicks and they turn them out.
Yeah. They
That's
make
what they
money
say.
off of them. They actually make money off these people.
They're like,
It's a
hey,
business.
you should make an OnlyFans. And they're like, that's like modern day pimping, bro.
OnlyFans. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what it's fucked up, but that's why I invested in PayPal. Because you know who owns OnlyFans? PayPal. So I was like,
Wow.
that's fucked up, right? But you know, that's how you make money, right? Like, that's fucked up.
OnlyFans.
If it tanks, then I lose money, but
OnlyFans got Lisa Ray out there doing whatever to get some money. It's
there's
ridiculous.
this chick that fucking used to be
And I don't
on
know her situation.
the Disney
but goddamn,
channels. She fucking was doing crazy shit. I was like, whoa.
That's trendy shit.
Yeah.
You can't do shit. Hey, see, this is what I'm saying. It's a higher ruler class. This is what I firmly believe. This is us. This is us, ground level.
Yeah.
There are a group of people way above the presidents,
You know,
above
like
the
the-
queen, above everybody. There's
like
a group of people that run all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And do you know most people that own $1 million businesses?
Let me know.
Rich people, the average person, and I'm not talking about just cheap. I'm talking about multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
The average multi-millionaire
They're on the next level, guys.
don't have a TV in their house. Never
Of
had a
course.
TV in their house.
They're like, I know what
none
that's
of
for.
them. None of them watch TV.
Yeah.
Nobody now. I work with a cat right now. The dude I don't like. He's 60-something years old.
Uh-oh.
He don't watch TV. He don't have a TV in his house. He said he never let his kids watch TV. He said it's not good for your mind. It's not. It's called TV program for a reason. It's called programming. That all came in with the CIA, with the MK Ultra mind control shit and all that. They was trying to figure out effective ways to control people's mind.
Of course. Yeah.
But on large scales. You know what I'm saying? Because they can.
They had that ability, you know?
That's why they created LSD.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's, they created that. But
Hit me with the knowledge,
they-
King. Hit me with the knowledge, bro.
that is a government experiment that got out of hand.
Yeah.
That's what I firmly believe.
There's like,
Because
you
the
know,
government the government have these genius people, these above level. They look for them, they search for them. They use the schools. That's what I meant about fuck public school. They use the schools to select and find
Full
certain
circle.
ones. Yeah, the school is that's why they even set that up, the whole school up to find and select certain ones to find people that they're looking for. So they have schools where they have these genius, intelligent motherfuckers, like brilliant motherfuckers. They sit up and figure out ways to control people,
yeah.
the
That's,
masses.
and then in like a really dumbed down version, you know how like the publicity companies and shit, they have like special teams for like social media. So that's pretty much the same thing, but on like a really smaller level scale of what you're saying, right?
And so it's like this. What you always got to remember. This whole thing is like a checkerboard, chessboard. Chess is being played. Now, whether you know it or not, whether
yeah.
you accept it or not.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't matter. So if you don't know it, if you don't accept it, or if you don't give a fuck, you're a pawn. That's it. That's your class. You're
When
a
you
pawn.
choose, some people just.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said that's your class.
What else are you gonna do? You know?
Yep. You get to become a pawn in this chess game, and you become expendable. Hey, some pawns can become queens or rooks or knights though. So don't ever take that out the equation.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
that's rare. That's
Depends
hard
on-
than a motherfucker.
Yeah, it depends on how badly you want to work for
That's
it.
hard than a motherfucker. And that pawn knew they was a pawn that whole time. The pawn did not know it was a pawn. So if you don't think that you are a pawn, then you will never become a king, queen, none of that. You will always be a pawn, and
Precisely,
you'll be disposable at any time. You know what I'm saying? I give you an example of pawns. Trump supporters.
Wow.
Trump convinced
The
these
guy
people,
with
the
the
guy,
fucking
this $1 billion guy,
horned guy.
that is avoiding jail himself. And this is all facts. This is not hate. I don't speak bad about nobody. This is not hate no Trump. This is not no pro-white shit, black shit. This is just facts.
From a point of view.
From a point of view. So this dude is running. He's basically trying not to get out of jail himself.
Is he in
And-
jail? Did you know? I haven't really looked
No,
into it.
he's not in jail. He's
Okay,
trying
that's
not to
crazy.
get in jail himself.
They have the warrants because I saw
They
the
have
thing on the
warrants
news.
out of him. He's got
on the
warrants.
stock
He got
news.
warrant in Iraq for his death. You know what I'm saying? Arrest warrant. Period. You
What
know
the
what I'm saying?
fuck?
For
So
that,
if he
for
goes
that
there-
missile strike he did. But
What the fuck did he just say? No,
you don't remember that missile strike Trump did?
Oh, okay. For Trump. I thought you were talking about the guy with the horns. The
No, no,
fucking.
no. Trump. Talking about Trump.
Yeah, one of the pawn guys.
So they are pawns.
Yeah.
So because remember Trump's a billionaire, and he's genius.
He was like,
level
fuck it. I
businessman.
remember that. Okay, yeah, I remember now. what
He
you're
knows
talking
it's a
about.
chess game being played. As a matter of fact, he's an
He went
actual
straight to
relevant
fucking-
piece on the board.
Yeah, because he's like a gajillionaire.
Yeah, so he's a relevant piece. What piece, I don't know because I'm not in his personal life, so I can't tell you what he's got
You
going
wouldn't
on.
even
and what-
know, bro. If
Yeah, I
you
would
found that
never
out
know.
right now, you'd have to go fucking have like a couple minutes.
Yes, I don't know which piece. He's not a knight, and he's not a rook. So, he's not a pawn.
I think he's just his own.
Or
thing.
maybe a pawn that became a
Maybe.
queen.
Yeah.
You
They're
know what
like-
I'm saying? A queen. Maybe a pawn that became and instead of him being like a queen or something,
People
he chose
die and
to
shit,
become
you know?
like a castle. where
They're like, what?
the movement is everywhere, but only one dimensional. Right. So
Like a
that's
wall.
what he's like. He's
Like
like
a
a
wall.
castle. He's like
He's
a
like a
castle.
wall.
He's like a wall. He's like a castle.
That's hilarious. He's the wall, bro. But I'm like real shit. And like a serious.
But what was I about to say? Anyway, so this game being played by the upper class or the elite, it's not for money. You understand? It's not for power. It's to shape a plan.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's like a CEO of a company. When I have a company, I'm going to do everything in my power because I want to keep control of this company. and I want this company to prosper and flourish. But I also want to keep control of this company at the same time while I maximize profit. So I'm going to set up and put up everything I can so that does that. Now, you at the bottom as the employee, you don't even know everything I've set up.
Yeah.
Just to be sure that you are safe, just to be sure that you're covered health plan, and just to be sure you get paid every day, every week, or every time you clock in. There's so much that goes into that the employees don't know.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that doesn't happen. Some people believe that just because they can't see it, it never happened.
Exactly. They choose ignorance.
Right. So it's things that the CEO does, and all the things the CEO does may not be for your benefit. As a matter of fact, all the things the CEO does, he doesn't do it because of you. He does it for profit.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you're just a number.
So a lot of what he do, you might not agree with, and that's what you have problem at jobs now. People don't agree. You know,
He's like, oh, fuck.
why we gotta do that?
He's like, oh, fuck. They just stole all my money because they did a thing because they wanted to get money, and now I gotta close like this whole factory for people. He's like, I'm sorry.
Why you think they shut
sorry,
down the whole
numbers.
factory?
Sorry, numbers.
Yeah. Well, why do you think Why do you think they shut down the whole factory when they have enough money to keep it open?
You know what I mean? And yeah.
But that money won't make any return because it'll be like reinvested into your own company, because you won't. It's not like you're gonna put that money in the company and then you're gonna make a bunch of money.
You can't
back.
juggle invisible juggling balls.
That part. So I have the money. I have the money. The CEO, I have the money in my
Like,
own.
what the fuck is that guy
CEO,
doing over
a
there?
CEO of a bankrupt Fortune 500 company, right?
Yeah.
That's just bankrupt and it's done. He has enough money in his bank account to cover every employee for the rest of their life. Will he do that? Fuck no.
Fuck that. Why would then,
Why would he do that? When I can just close the business, claim bankruptcy, get clear all my debt, open up another business and make more money.
Yeah.
And I get a tax break.
Bada bing.
That's it. That's how successful people stay successful. Number one, by keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
Why you think they say the Illuminati and all that? Yeah, they have a bunch of secret societies. Because if everybody knew what they knew, then everybody would be like them. And then there would be no poor people.
And they're like, but then we'd all be the same.
That part.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, we'd all be the same.
That's why I'm like,
Right?
I'm telling people with the stocks and shit, I'm like, it's really boring to sit down and learn exactly how it works. Because I don't even know, like, I just got the fucking finer points. Because you can long-term invest and short-term. And that's what everybody's talking about,
They
short-term.
made it boring on purpose. Like
Yeah.
Because the average person,
Because you gotta
attention span,
want to do it. And then most people aren't. And that's like a 50-50 thing, you know? Or like, maybe like a 75 fucking 15 or whatever the fuck math that is. That's wrong. That's definitely wrong.
Going back, say,
Anyway.
full circle.
Yeah.
So, let's go back to the village. So, in that village, so you had a kid that grew up in that village, and he was taught by the elders. When he grew up, when he became of age, he was a different type of man because he was well-rounded. He might have knew math. He might have knew geography. He might have known astrology. He might have known definitely religious. He might have known about the earth, animals. He knew so much.
Because everybody kind of had to do, in like a small village like that, you're kind of like universal. Because if somebody
There's
dies,
no class clown.
Yeah.
There's no lunchtime, recess. There's none of that shit. Because this is not school. This is your life. This is what.
Yeah.
This is the children's quarters. The children for the neighbor.
Hey,
children
everybody
for the village,
cares
all
about
stay
the
here.
children because, you know, that's the future.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be like
Yeah.
exploiting and shit.
Ancient people understood that the children are the future. Because when we're not here in 100 years, the children are going to be here and they're going to be having children. And that was one of the things they used as in slavery. But that's a whole nother subject.
That's
But-
when it gets bad, and that's what we haven't got to that part yet.
Yeah. White people bred a superior human, and now they're pissed. That's what this is really all about. People don't. understand just
like
what
the
they
monarchies
did.
and shit, right?
No, people don't understand just what they did with slavery when they genetically bred superior humans.
Because, like in
Why you think
Django,
black
all
athletes?
those guys, like the fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken guys,
Why you think black
like the rich
athletes
people.
and black? Why you think black people dominate everything? They were bred that way. So it's like a horse. That's literally what white people did. They took a horse and they bred a thoroughbred and they bred it with another thoroughbred or mare, and then they got a
just like anything else.
amazing horse.
Just like
and-
anything else, bro.
And then they took another amazing horse and mated it with another mating, and then you know what I'm saying? The end result is you're gonna have a fucking superhuman horse.
Yeah. Like the Chinese, they just started doing the superhuman. They actually like the superhuman before it starts getting into the superhuman. And this is I didn't like read the article, but you know, hey, if it gets to that point, why would that be fake? There could be fake, but you know, minus all that shit is like you can feed a guy a vitamin, like in a test lab and take the results for like 50 years straight, and that's technically superhuman breeding per se. You know what I mean?
Right.
On like the base level. So I mean,
And you
it's
see
just the beginning, bro.
And you see they
Just the icing on the cake.
They came up with a new theory on Schroeders Cat. Have you seen that?
No.
Like last week. You know about Schroeders Cat, right?
Yeah.
It is.
The
Or
Rick
it
and
isn't.
Morty type.
But not the
episode.
Well, yeah, but
But
and they have it
actually-
on point.
Yeah.
They have it on point to the point to
This
the.
shit might die at
it's-
any point. Just
It's
letting you
saying
know.
exactly what the researchers are saying. So what they did was they added more people to the Schroeders Cat experiment. They added another box and another cat, and they added observers.
From another perspective.
Because see, if you keep it the Schroeders
Oh fuck!
way, mind blown. This is a really Morty. This is Morty. Just leave the box alone, Morty.
Don't fuck with the box, bro.
All right, see, Morty, you're in short. Oh shit! Here come the cats.
Oh fuck! Here come the cats, Morty. You fucked it up. God damn it, Morty. Oh, fucking Morty,
He
bro.
said, "Here come the cats."
Uh,
What cats? The cats that is or isn't. Like, if you don't know science or you know nothing about Schroeder, that show perfectly explained everything right there.
Yeah.
After that, you have you have nothing but to understand it. But so what they did was they said, if the cat in box A flipped a coin and then use
flip the coin shit.
they flip the coin and they use what they call it, I forgot it, what's the little shit, what's it called?
No.
No, when Ant-Man shrinks all the way down and he goes into subatomic.
Subatomic?
Yeah. So if they
Sure.
use
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I don't want to fucking do that.
anyway, this is physics.
Yeah.
So and theories.
We don't have a computer, so if it's wrong,
basically,
fuck you.
Yeah. So you can look it up. This
Yeah.
is my layman's term
I
explaining
don't
this
want to
shit.
ruin your momentum.
So I'm explaining in layman terms. So basically, if Cat A flipped a coin and somehow sent a message to Cat B in the box of what that coin was gonna be, and the cat in Cat B understood that message, then the observers, when they opened the box, they got different results. They tried this experiment, obviously not with cats and all that shit, but this is all theory.
Yeah.
So this is all tested out theory. And so when they test and what they came to the conclusion was that just because things exist and don't exist doesn't mean that they're in existence until an observer identifies which so if I
that's like
it's astrophysics, man. I mean
that's like protagonist syndrome. Like when you think you're the middle of the universe, like how we used to
Subatomic
think
physics and all that type of
the
shit.
planet was the middle of the universe.
Right.
And just because we thought blah 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 blah,
Because so what Schroeder was saying was the cat in the box. If you put something deadly in there, like a radiation or something, because he actually did this with cats, and that's why it becomes Schroeder's cat, because he actually did this with cats.
it was his cats.
Yeah, he actually did the shit. And what he found out was that as long as the box is closed, you don't know what that cat is. So the cat could either be dead or not dead. You don't know until you open the box.
Yeah.
If the box is closed, you assume the cat is dead because it has
Like, there's
radiation
nothing-
stuff in there. But
Yeah.
sometimes when he opened the box, the cat was alive. Most of the time when he opened the cat, every time he opened it, the cat always died
Yeah.
because of the radiation. The cat always died later on anyway because of
Exactly.
radiation points.
Yeah, of course.
But
As it were.
sometimes when he opened the box, the cat was still alive
And
for
you're
the
like,
same amount of time.
he's like, oh shit, this
Mind
cat's
blown.
alive. He's like,
So he said that
hey,
as long as the cat,
they're like, okay, man.
he said as long as the box is closed, the cat is both dead and alive. To you as the observer.
Yeah,
Because you
exactly.
don't